What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a Pro Tools video, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about how to set up your auxes to do like delays or reverb or any time-based effects. So what I got here is just a session. It's a rap song, so it's got a beat and the lyrics, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to mute the beat for um, like copyright purposes. So, but we don't even have to worry about the beat. Um, so when you're doing a time-based effect, you have to put it on a aux track, and the reason behind that is so you have more control over how much of that effect you're putting into your mix. And hopefully you'll understand kind of how that works when I set it all up. So let me clean this up. Okay. So we got our sends right here on this column, and you can see that I labeled, got my reverb and my delay, and then I got an aux track. And keep in mind, these are stereo aux tracks. Like 90% of the time I'm going to be using stereo aux tracks for my time-based effects. If you know what you're doing and you want to use mono, that's okay, but typically I use stereo. So I got my delay and my reverb and the plugins on those. So how to set it up. So you got your track with the vocals, and let's just get rid of this. So on your send column, you're gonna go out a bus, and if you don't really know about buses, you should take a look at my video, and I explain buses and how they work. So right now this is bus 2-3. It's already labeled, but it's gonna say 2-3. And so when you pick that bus, you're gonna get a little fader right there, and if you want to rename the bus, which I highly recommend to stay organized, right click it and hit rename, and you can put in the name. So this is going to be delay. So this is how much you're going to be sending out that bus. If you hold down the option key on Mac, and if you're on Windows, it's going to be Alt. If you hold that down and just click the fader, it'll go right to 0. So a quick thing. And typically when you pretty much all the time you're going to be using a pre-fader. And what that means is that if you change the volume of the actual track, it's not going to affect how much is going to be sent out this. So it's always good to have a pre-fader. Okay, so you got it sending out a bus. Now you got to send that to a track so we can hear it. So right now this is a stereo aux track, and it's labeled delay, and the input is going to be a bus, and it's going to be that same bus that you just made, bus 2-3, which is labeled delay. So pick that, and then it's going to be going out my bus 1-2, which is labeled master aux, which goes to a aux right here. This is a little more advanced mixing. You don't have to have it go to a master aux. You don't have to have anything go to a master aux if you don't want to. You can have this go out your 1-2, and you'll hear it. Okay, so you got that. Now we need to actually put the plugin that's going to give us that sound. So multi-channel, because we're doing stereo, and we're going to be looking for delay. You can pick any delay you want. I'm just going to pick like just whatever. Probably most of you have seen this. This delay is not one of my favorites, but I'm just going to throw it on there. So you got this, and you're going to want to pay attention to your settings on your delay and how much you're going to be feeding it. And also you're going to have to adjust the volume on the actual aux track. And the way I kind of think of it, you send enough delay so that it's a good level, so you're not close to clipping, bouncing between the green and the yellow. And then if it's too quiet, you can turn it down here, or you can turn it up if it's or if it's too quiet, you can turn it up. and if it's too loud, you can turn it down here instead of changing that through this send fader. And then you see right here the S is grayed out, and that's so it's solo saved. So that way, if I solo this track, the one that we just put the delay on, that means even though this is soloed, you're still gonna be hearing the delay. So that's an optional thing. It's I use it all the time because I think it helps. So you do all your I'm not gonna mess with the settings, but you got your plugin, you play around with the settings, you get something you like, and so let's play it.
Oh.
So you can hear the delay.
Yeah. Guess who's back?
So let's look at how much we're sending out.
LJ.
And you can see how much here.
Nameless.
And you're going to notice that it's going to be a little louder on the send than you actually see here. That's because this is mono and this is stereo, so it's kind of separating a little bit. So on the stereo, it's not going to be as loud.
Oh.
But if it's a little too hot, which is a little too high, you know, we'll just bring it down a little bit. So it's a good level. And then if it's, and then if you need to change the volume, do it on this.
Okay.
So, the same rules apply for like a reverb. You know, you make another bus. You can do this on the same track. You can make another bus called reverb. Here's your fader for the reverb. Hold down Option and click pre-fader, and then route it to a reverb track, and then pick your favorite reverb plugin, and the same rules apply. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions about how you use time-based effects properly, just let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys.